Welcome to High Intensity Inspiration Training!
Woohoo!
Yeah. I'm your host, Meg Lewis. And today I'll be taking you on a series of creative exercises that'll get your artistic juices flowing, your creative muscles pumping, and your imagination soaring. Let's go! In this episode, I'll be guiding you through 3 creative exercises. We'll start with a blind contour drawing, move on to making a sculpture out of any recyclables or trash you have lying around, and then we'll wrap it up with a self-portrait collage. Now, before we get started with these exercises, as you're following along, the only thing I want you to keep in mind is to keep absolutely nothing in mind. Nothing in mind. Every single creative that I know, myself included, struggles with getting in their own way. And what we're gonna do with these exercises is focus on having fun and operating at the speed of fun. Which means as fast as possible and having as much fun as possible before you can get self-conscious and before your mind can get in the way. Now let's go. Hello! In this exercise, we're doing blind contour drawing. What is a blind contour drawing? So traditionally, it is whenever you take your pen, pencil, your marker, whatever you'd like to use, and you are drawing either yourself, looking at yourself in a mirror, or a still life, but here's the catch. You're supposed to never look down at what you're drawing the whole time.
Don't look.
We'll be doing these drawings at 3 different time intervals. 60 seconds, 30 seconds, and then 10 seconds.
Whoa, that's fast.
So let's get 60 seconds on the clock. 3, 2, 1, let's go. All right, I'm gonna walk you through what I'm doing. I always start with the glasses, and I'm not a perfectionist, so if you wanna pick up your writing utensil off of the paper, you're more than welcome to.
I don't care.
You're not gonna get in trouble by me, because we're having fun today. Doing my face shape, there's another ear. I did the nose, so let's add the mouth. This is my favorite part because I like to add every single tooth. Did I put them in the right place? I don't know, but you can tell. All right, so I like to do a bust, which just means I include shoulders and whatever I'm wearing. So I like to add the pattern of what I'm wearing on here, just as the way I see it. Okay, so let's add some more detail since we have more time in my hair because I've kind of got a hairstyle going on. Am I putting it in the right place? We don't know. We only have 5 seconds left, so I'm gonna add some extra pizzazz, and that is time. Whoa! My goodness. All right, now let's speed up the clock to 30 seconds. Get a fresh piece of paper and get your writing utensil ready. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Starting again with the glasses and the eyes. Eyebrows as always. Headband, sure. Hair, top of the hair. Face shape. Ear, earring. Ear, earring. Nose. And a big mouth with every tooth. So I'm gonna quickly do the shoulders, the zipper, the drawstring, some shapes. And I think that is time. Let's take a look. Oh my! Wow! I love it. As you can see, things have already gotten much more chaotic than they did with 60 seconds because now we're operating at the speed of fun, where we have to go really fast and we get some surprising, unexpected results. Okay, let's really speed things up right now because we're about to do just 10 seconds. This is going to be so fast. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Eye, headband, hair, nose, mouth, face shape. That's time. Let's see how we did. Whoa! This looks just exactly like me. I think it's uncanny, right? Great work. Hey! For our next creative exercise, we're gonna be doing a recycled sculpture. But first, why are we doing this in the first place? Because it feels like a kid's craft, and I love that. I don't know what we're gonna make today, but that's the point, is to just play and be silly and have fun. What do we need for this exercise? We need everything from your recyclable bin and your trash bin. We have some paper here, some tubes, toilet paper roll, paper towels. We got some aluminums right here as well. We're gonna put all of these things together as fast as we can. Then we're gonna dress it up with some paint. We're gonna be working at that speed of fun, which means that you're not gonna get in your own way, okay? And it's gonna look silly no matter what. And
that's the point.
so for this exercise, let's get 3 minutes on the clock. And in 3 minutes, what I want you to do is get your base sculpture together. So all of your recyclables and garbage, put them together with the hot glue gun, with the masking tape, get that structure ready. Then we're gonna set a separate timer for just a quick minute for the painting portion. So let's get started in 3, 2, 1, let's go. I think what I'd like to start off with is the simplest thing, which is this nice rectangle here, because it's got a nice surface that if I want to paint it, I can. These tubes are nice because they counteract this rectangular shape. So I think I'm gonna work with these two, maybe put them on the sides. I'm not sure yet, but we're gonna see what happens. So if I take my hot glue here and I start to work it on the tube, and you will have to excuse me, I am a shaky person because let me tell you, growing up with asthma as a child, I'm always wheezing. Wheezing for a pleasin', I say. All right, I'm just putting a tube here. Hold it for a second. Okay, glue, 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 glue. Yes. And I hope you're working with me because this is moving quickly and hopefully that my pace is moving along at your pace, or perhaps you're way further than I am, in which case I am proud of you. I think we can make maybe a robot or some kind of character. This is arms and a body. Okay, I like that. Let's do that. Now I have to make the legs out of one tube. Okay, yes, yes, yes. We gotta move faster. Fast people, fast people. Let's go! Okay, more glue, more glue. Gluing the edge. I bet you never thought you'd have to watch someone glue the edge of a piece of cardboard for so long before. I didn't think I'd have to do that on camera. So we've got a nice structure here. Can it stand? Yes! Now let's get maybe this can on top. Where's my masking tape? Oh! All right. Okay, this is very precarious. So we're just getting the masking tape right around the edge here. And this is working good enough. Can it go down on the table? It can. So what I'd like to do is start working on some paper. So I'm gonna grab my scissors here and just make a couple little circles, because what we're gonna do here is eyeballs. There's one eye. Good enough. And Marky, hello. Little dots for the eyes. Oh gosh, my shaky hands again. Dot, good enough. Dot, good enough. Masking tape. I'm just gonna make little backers for the eyes. Joint. We're doing it. Eyeball. This is why I love working fast, because it's not gonna be perfect. It's gonna be far from perfect, and that's what we want. Another eyeball. Okay, we have 15 seconds left. We have to hurry, so I'm just gonna do a quick mouth, cut out a mouth. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We're cutting, we're cutting, we're cutting, we're cutting. Yes, mouth. Ah, 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 mouth. Tape. Time. All right, our 3 minutes are up. How does yours look? Because mine looks silly, and that's just what we want. And now what we need to do is make it look even better with paint. But we only have a minute, and that is not very much time. All right, so let's put a minute on the clock. 3, 2, 1, let's go. We only have a minute. We're gonna grab some black paint here and put it on the leg. Oh, the leg's coming off. That's okay. We work fast, and sometimes when we work fast, we injure our sculptures. Okay, so this one has enough to, I think, get an energy of black on the leg there. Let's put some black on this leg too. And honestly, I'm doing this because some of the black paint accidentally got on these legs earlier, so that is fine. I'm gonna put this brush in some water. Let's grab a different color for the arms. This like magenta color is nice. Yes. Yes. Okay, more magenta over here.
We're running out of time. How are you doing?
Okay, Okay, so there's some magenta on the arms. That looks good. Let's get a different color for the body. Let's go yellow. Okay, we're running out of time. We're almost done. We're almost done. Woohoo! All right, I feel good with that in 1 minute. This looks pretty good. So how do you feel about yours? Because I feel pretty pleased with mine. If I was trying to be a perfectionist here, it would have not looked like this at all. But that's not the point. The point was that we acted fast, we didn't get in our own way. It has so much personality, and it looks like the person that made it had a lot of fun. Okay, welcome back. Our next exercise is all about self-portrait collage. Why are we doing a self-portrait collage? I'm so happy you asked, because we're looking introspectively and learning about ourselves and communicating who we are at our truly most best unique selves. And when we're operating at the speed of fun, we're not judging ourselves either. So with self-portrait collage, I want you to get creative with your materials. Now, you're gonna want traditional collage materials like old magazines,
Excuse me?
construction paper, or colored paper of any kind, but you're also gonna wanna grab some useful items from around your home. Like we've got some pom-pom balls, we've got some googly eyes, just to add some more character. We're gonna go as fast as we can in 3 minutes and try to communicate who we feel like we are at our core. I'm just gonna be working with my face only, and I'd love for you to do the same. So let's get 3 minutes on the clock, and let's get going in 3, 2, 1.
Go!
Okay, so I have this old magazine here. I'm gonna work fast. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quickly just swipe through these pages and tear out any pages that are speaking to me. I love these colors, so I'm gonna tear this out. Be really fast here. This is a good color and texture, so I'm gonna tear that out. Now, keep going and don't get in your own way. So don't think about this too much. We're operating at the speed of fun. Ooh, what's this? Okay, we've got some facial features here, so I'm gonna tear that out. All right, we're going. Oh, this is a lot of clowns. I think we should use it. So that's good enough for magazines. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start cutting things out and see what we end up with at the end. Maybe these eyeballs here on this person. I don't have blue eyes, but we're gonna pretend that I do. My eyes are green, and perhaps at the end I could put a green pom-pom on them. Who knows? We've got options. Here's another eye. Let's get rid of this. We don't need it anymore. All right, so more texture here. We've got these colors that I saved, which I love. And you know that I love clownish mouths, so I will give myself one of those right now. We're cutting out into a mouth shape. Just doing the basic structure of a face. Eyes. Okay, we're done with that. We've got this texture here. I'm not sure what I want to use that for yet, so I'm gonna just grab a piece of construction paper. We're just gonna do a quick nose. Oh boy, oh baby. Okay, yes. Does that look like my nose? We don't need that. Eyebrows. Okay, we're gonna do pom-poms for eyebrows because I got some big ones. And we're gonna make them rainbow because I feel like a rainbow inside. Is going here.
Yes!
I like it because it looks abstract and minimal, but colorful, which is exactly how I feel inside. This one looks good too. Yes. Okay, now we're gonna grab Marky, and we're gonna finish this smile off. Here we go. Whoop. All right, we have 30 seconds left, so let's quickly just do some finishing touches, and you know that's with some googly eyes. There we go. It kind of helps to give that black rim of my glasses in there, and now we're just gonna quickly glue everything down. Gluing that. Okay, we're gonna see how far we can get. Oh no, it's upside down. We're gonna do a quick swipe of the glue stick for the eyebrows. Whoa, whoa. Okay, here we go. Other eyebrow. Eyebrow. I think that these really do communicate my eyebrows though. Okay. Done. Time. We did it. Now that your 3 minutes is up, how do you feel about what you made? Because I am truly, honestly, really loving this. It is so much different than if I had more time, what I would have made. And I honestly prefer this version. Sometimes when you're moving at the speed of fun, You sometimes make things that look even better than if you constantly got in your own way and spent a lot more time and kept going and kept going and kept perfecting. So I'm loving this, and I think it looks truly exactly like me. Let's compare. Okay, we did it! You just did 3 very challenging, very speedy, creative exercises operating at the speed of fun. I cannot wait to see what you made, so make sure to share on social media and tag Skillshare so we can see it. And I hope you leave today feeling super inspired and ready to create some great work. Goodbye!